Hey guys, Psycho here. Welcome back or welcome to the channel. This is In the Wild episode 10. Never thought I'd get to 10 episodes because never thought I'd find as much stuff as I have. This week was crazy again. Yeah, I've got some cool stuff here. There's kind of a lot, so I'm going to go through it, and then I'm going to go from oldest being the first thing I picked up last week or last Sunday, I think it was Sunday or Monday, through the week. So, oldest pickup to newest pickup for this week. And for this video, my drink is a 42 of Old English 800. Drank this growing up. Love it. Always have. Probably always will. But jumping right into the video, I picked this up from Walmart. I don't know what it is. I just have a thing for the Switch controllers that have the old Nintendo graphics on them. So I picked this up, and it was Walmart, and it was $25, but that's pretty cheap. And it's, I don't know. I guess if I need it, I have another controller. I have a few, like 3 or 4 of them, but I picked up this Zelda wired controller because, I don't know, I love it. And I think it's pretty cool. Like, if you do decide to display these, which most people probably don't, like, you can open the window and see the actual controller without having to take it out of the box. So yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. I like collecting for the Switch. So next, these 2 games I picked up from a buddy named Justin. It was a trade, and I mean nothing crazy here, but I did pick up a copy of Persona 5 for the PS4, which I hear really good things about this. I kind of want to play it. Maybe I'll stream that once I get my I got my capture card and everything set up, so now I have to figure out the OBS so I can get my mic and my cam to work. I did a few test streams today of the Switch, and they did throw them on Twitch, but I didn't have a camera or a mic set up, so I'm going to have to go through the steps to do that. And if you are watching this and know anything about Twitch or the OBS or Streamlabs or whatever it is, like, and can help me with that, that'd be great. So leave a comment down there. Okay, and the other game that I picked up from Justin in the trade was a sealed copy of Assassin's Creed 3. Nothing crazy, but I liked sealed games, and I used to have Assassin's Creed 3, but I didn't anymore until now. So yeah, Persona 5 from him. What did I just do with that? Oh, I put it over here. Persona 5 and Assassin's Creed 3 and a trade from Justin. Next pickups weren't really pickups. I ordered these off of Amazon and imports from Japanese. 2 Switch games that I imported from Japan. And there's a story behind the second one, but I'll show the first one right now. Here's a copy of Dead or Alive Extreme 3 Scarlet. I like this franchise. I like the gambling aspect. I like the volleyball. The actual gameplay is pretty good. I like the loop of like trying to get the girls to like you by gifting them things. I mean, yeah, a lot of people say, "Oh, you got it for the jiggly physics." No, I mean, it's the graphics are good and it's fun to look at and it's really pretty and like whimsical and colorful, but the gameplay loop is really good if you really get into it. If you like, gambling games at a casino, I think they have roulette, blackjack, and poker in this one. I play the poker game all the time. And then to make money, you got to play the volleyball game and, try to make friends with the girls. There's a lot going on in this franchise, believe it or not. And this one did not come out in America, so I went ahead and picked this up because I don't have the other 2 anymore, but I have the newest one now. The uncensored, I'm not sure what was censored in the other versions, but the uncensored Switch version of Dead or Alive Extreme 3. And the next one I picked up was because they recommended this. They said that people bought these as bundles. They always recommend 2 other things plus whatever item you're getting. And this was in there, and I looked it up, and it looked kind of interesting. I gotta quit hitting the table. Looked kind of interesting, so I bought it on a whim and then looked it up, and the gameplay looked pretty good, and I'm kind of excited to try it, but I have not yet. But it is a copy of, Dead or School for the Nintendo Switch. Man, I'm trying to get it to be even on the cam there. Dead or School for the Nintendo Switch. That's the only English that's on the entire box. Even the name on the spine. Is that right? Yep. Even the name on the spine is written in Japanese. So, picked that one up on a whim. and I'm kind of excited to try it. I want to stream these games and some other good Switch games. That's why I tried to hook up the capture card today, but pretty soon we'll get that sorted out, and I'll be able to stream the Switch and also the PS4. Okay, so those are the two. Those came from Amazon on Wednesday. And then Thursday, I'm going to go a little out of order because the big crazy pickup that I got happened before these other two, but I'm going to show those first because I want to save the very best for last. So then, what was the next thing? Okay, so Friday, the big pickup was Thursday, so we're skipping Thursday for now. Friday, I went to a pawn shop, and there's kind of a story here, so we're gonna go with the story. Um, they had a stack of Wii U games, and by stack I mean three. Uh, the spines were in the display case. The spines were facing the other way, so I couldn't see what the other two games were. But the top one was this: Yoshi's Woolly World. And I don't know if you take note of the price sticker there. It's kind of blurry, but I think it says $16.99. So I asked the guy, hey, can I check out that Yoshi's Woolly World, first party Nintendo games? And he's like, sure. And when he moved the Yoshi's Woolly World, I seen the other two, and I was like, oh, okay. Hey, will you cut me a deal if I buy all three of these? And he said, sure thing. So we got the Yoshi's Woolly World for listed at $16.99 on the price sticker, and then the other two games were Super Mario 3D World, which I'm not sure if you can see that all that well, but that was listed at $18.95. They're kind of faded, so $16.99 and $18.95, and this was the one I was like, kind of want to get it just for this one, but it was a Wii U copy of Breath of the Wild. Which, if this is anything like Twilight Princess for the GameCube, when Twilight Princess was also on the Wii, then this should net a pretty good chunk of change later down the road. I mean, even right now, I think this goes for like $30-$35, and the sticker even says that. You can't really see it. These stickers are kind of garbage. They're faded, but the sticker said $34.95. So I got these three from the pawn shop. Yoshi's $16.99, $18.95, and $34.95. And when I got to the counter with him, I said, okay, so what's the deal? And he goes, oh, well, since you're picking up all three, I'll give all three of them to you for $30. What? Are you okay? Do you not see the price stickers on these? I mean, that's a great deal. I paid $10 a game for them. But I expected maybe a couple bucks off or whatever, but I feel like that was a pretty tremendous deal for these three titles. Essentially knocked $5 off of the Zelda game and gave me the other two for free if we're going by the price stickers on them. And interestingly enough, these are the first Wii U games I have ever picked up. And just this Zelda made me happy. But the other two are first party also. So, Yoshi and then the Mario 3D World. I thought these were cool pickups. I don't have a Wii U, but cool games to add to the collection. And then yesterday I linked up. Well, you know what? Dude, I'll do an awful lot of talking, so I might have to drink a little bit of beer. Going kind of fast here, but that's okay. I talked to a friend. His name is Charles. He watches these videos, I believe. So thank you, Charles. You're amazing as always. He's a guy I met in the game group that we're in around here. And before I go on with the story, I'm going to do a little side note about the game group. If you're in the Wichita area, or I think it's pretty much nationwide now, because I see people from all over in the game group. But punch in, I think it's 619 Video Games Trade Buy Sell, or Buy Sell Trade, something like that. It's a Facebook group, and it hasn't been super busy lately, but I mean, it's a pretty cool group, and most of the people I've dealt with have been pretty amazing, and a lot of people offer shipping too, so that's why I said if you're not even from Kansas, you could probably still do some business through shipping or whatever. But I found a lot of cool stuff on there, and everybody's really friendly and helpful. And I'm not just plugging the site because I am a mod, or not a mod, but an admin. I'm always thinking Twitch, always mod, you know. I mean, I don't mean to, but okay. So anyway, this next pickup is from Charles, who I met through the group. Really good guy. Like doing business with him. Always super friendly, and he doesn't hit you over the head as far as prices of stuff go. He gives pretty good deals. So this bundle started off as he hit me up when I had the video with the Final Fantasy sealed PSP titles, and he said he had a free PSP title that he bought a bunch of for the cases because he got them for 1 cent, like back in the day when they were still cheap or whatever. And I don't know. I didn't look up this game or anything. I haven't looked any of this stuff up. A few things, but not anything from here particularly. But it's just cool to have another sealed PSP game. So he said he had that, and then he showed me some other stuff that he had for sale. And then yesterday, as I was putting together the deal, like, I think I added like a bunch more stuff to it. But I got a bunch of stuff from Charles, and yeah, we'll start. I don't really have any specific way of starting this, but we're just going to get into it. So this is one of the other games. Okay, so I'm going to show you the game that this whole bundle started with. He told me he had a copy of this. I believe this is Pixel Junk Monsters for the PSP, and it is sealed. He said back when they were 1 cent, for whatever reason, which makes no sense to me, he bought a bunch of these to use for the cases. I guess maybe he has some PSP games that he needed cases for. But he offered that to me. So you can just have this. I have a bunch of them. So yeah, and then we put together a bundle from there. But yeah, a copy of Pixel Junk Monsters for the PSP, completely sealed. And then from there we put together a bundle. And in the bundle, and I'm going to show you another one that he just threw in that I didn't know I was getting. He threw this in because he's that type of guy. He really does. If you're a game collector, you're not like a crazy reseller that he knows you're not going to go out and try to get top dollar for whatever he's selling you. And I'm not that guy, so I feel like that's why he gives me good deals and even throws some stuff in sometimes. He's the same guy that did the Mega Man X import collection for me. I mentioned a few videos back. But the one that he threw in for free that I didn't know that I was getting was also another sealed PSP game called Fantasy Golf Pangia. Pangia? I don't know if I'm saying that right. Pangia Fantasy Golf for the PSP, also sealed. So Charles, thank you for throwing that in. I really appreciate it, man. And then here's the other stuff that I added to the bundle that I got for a very good price. First was this copy of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, the arcade game. I love this game. I wish it had the box with it, but I don't care. I love this game, and I probably will actually play this very soon. And he even has it in, obviously you can tell, the protective sleeve. So that's pretty cool. The next thing I got from him, we're going back a little old school. This is not the original box, but it is in a case that has the original box artwork on it, so it's still pretty cool. This is one of my favorite games of all time. It is a copy of Final Fight for the Super Nintendo. I love this game. I really do. And like I said, this is just a plastic case with the actual game artwork on it, but the card is there. It's in pretty good shape. Would rather have the original box, but I don't, you know what, I'm not hating this either. So this is going to probably be displayed where I can see it because, like I said, this is probably one of my favorite games of all time. Final Fight. Next in that lot was a couple of Wii games. First one being, I'll probably butcher this one too, Rodea, the Sky Soldier for the Nintendo Wii. I've never heard of this game. I'm not even sure how this got bundled in, but I don't remember the specifics. But it is what it is. It is there. Everything's in good condition. It always is when you deal with Charles. And if for some reason a part of it is not, he is very transparent and tells you right up front. And yeah. Like for this next one, does not have the manual, but I wanted to pick it up anyway because I don't see it around too often, and I hear that it's been going up, but I'm not exactly sure. But the other Wii title was Tatsunoko versus Capcom Ultimate All Stars for the Nintendo Wii. I don't see this one around too often, and he said he had doubles of it. So, oh, that's what it was. He was sending me pictures of his doubles, and this was just one that I picked because I knew that it was a decent Wii game, fighting game for the Wii. What's next? Next are a couple of OG Xbox games that I picked up from him because I was obviously interested in them. And I'm going to butcher the name of this next one too. So I might as well take a sip of my drink before I do that. This next one is called Kokuto Chojin? I don't know. Back Alley Brawl for the original Xbox. I guess this was an exclusive because it says only on Xbox. I've heard of this, but I've never played it. Looks like a fighter from the looks on the back. So that means every game that I picked up for the Xbox from him yesterday is a fighting game. I'm okay with that. I like fighting games. But yeah, this is also... everything's there. Good shape, so that's cool. And then this was just pretty much because I saw the big box, and I like the big box stuff. But I mean, this is not rare or hard to find, I don't believe. But it's a copy of Dead or Alive Ultimate for the original Xbox. And yeah, both of the games are in there. Obviously, they're both in there. And they are both very nice. Very nice condition. So I'm definitely not hating that. I like it. I like it a lot. Dead or Alive Ultimate for the original Xbox. I think I used to have Dead or Alive Ultimate, but I didn't have this package. I had Dead or Alive Ultimate 1, like, by itself. Voice is cracking. Damn. By itself. Am I okay? By itself, that I found at I think a thrift store a while back. I don't have it anymore. I sold off my whole collection, and now I'm just kind of getting started back up. But we're getting there. I'm finding crazy stuff, too. And then the next Xbox game that I picked up from him, I've never played this franchise, but I have a friend who I mentioned earlier, Justin, who is a huge fighting game fan, and he always talks this game up. So I'm going to probably give this a shot. This is Guilty Gear X2 for the original Xbox. It looks like there's a bunch of other words on here, but we're going to... Yeah, reload, hashtag reload. Yeah, I don't know. We're going to call it Guilty Gear X2, though. And this one, the manual is in rough shape, which he did tell me. It's kind of folded up and bent or whatever. But it is in there. So, those are the 3 Xbox games I got from Charles. Awesome. Thank you. And then these were the first games that he showed me that he had doubles of, which were old school games. Those other ones I found out about yesterday. He knows I like to collect for the old school consoles, but I guess he never really knew that I collected for whatever, because he never sent me pictures of any of his Wii or Xbox or PS2 stuff before. So, but anyway, these are 3 more Genesis games. I don't have a ton of Genesis games. There's probably like 5 or 6 over there. So plus this, we'll add a couple more to them. But the first one was a copy of Sonic Spinball, which when I was a kid, I played the hell out of this game. My parents played this game. So it is complete. Sonic Spinball. Not hard to find, not rare or anything. Just a very cool Genesis game that I did not have anymore. And then the other one was called Subterranea. Also, obviously for the Genesis. I don't think... Yeah, this one didn't have the manual, but the card is in there. Well, I would hope the card was in there. What's next? Shadow of the Beast 2. I don't think I've ever even heard of this franchise, let alone that there were 2 of them. But it was pretty cool. He mentioned there's a little bit of damage right here on the spine. He mentioned that beforehand. Was very transparent about everything. Also that there was no manual, but the card is in there. So another nice piece to add to the collection. That's it. Okay, so now for the big stuff. Crazy. Okay. Oh wait, there was one more thing that I forgot to show that I got at that pawn shop with the with those Wii U titles. And I picked this up. I mean, brand new. I'm seeing it at Walmart for only $19, but it was only $15 at the pawn shop. And I decided, like, what the hell? It has everything in it, and that'd probably be a little easier than me finding it somewhere later on Marketplace or whatever with pieces missing. So I picked it up, and I don't know. I seen good reviews on this game, honestly, so I might give it a chance. I mean, I don't have to like play with the toy aspect of it because I heard you don't have to. But I might just try the game out. But this was $15. I keep saying a lot, but I don't know. It's just a thing I do, I guess. $15. I got this Starlink Battle for Atlas for the PS4, and it's got all the stuff in there, all the toys, everything. So I can just open this up and pull the game out and play the game and see how cool it is, and not even touch the toys. I'm thinking that you can do either or. So that's a pretty cool piece to have lying around. I think it is. And now this is where things get crazy. I also got this stuff in a trade. I'm not going to talk about what I traded away. But I mean, it was nothing crazy. But it's no money out of pocket for this lot. And man, I don't even know how to do an introduction for this, so I'm just going to jump right into it. First thing I got was this. A complete inbox teal Game Boy Color. I mean, wow. Yeah, I'm sure you can probably find these things around, but I don't see them around too often. So, I mean, I'm pretty excited to have that. And, yeah, it has the manual still in the plastic. And there's the console. The console is in good condition. Has the battery thing still. There's no batteries in it, but we can probably throw a couple in there and test it. But yeah, I was pretty stoked to have this. But the next two things, which are the same but different variants, are probably one of my favorite pickups that I've had in a while. Although that Super Nintendo from last week was pretty dope. This is like that times 2. Except not Super Nintendo. Yeah. A lot of childhood memories of this stuff from when I was growing up. And I'm super excited to have these. And I probably will end up hooking one of these up to play. I don't have very many regular NES games, but I feel like I will probably hook one of these up to play. And I said NES, so I kind of already told you what it was. But wait. Here is a complete inbox Nintendo action set. Nintendo Entertainment System. Everything's in there. The foam. Everything's packed in the foam. The game. It has this stripe along here, but that's okay. I'm not really going to try to get rid of that. It's fine. It's a Montgomery Ward sticker. And that's crazy. There's a Game Exchange sticker on here also, right there, that says that they were selling this for $34.95. That's crazy. But yeah, so one Nintendo action set. And then, if that wasn't enough, 2 Nintendo action sets. This is the blue box variant, which I wasn't able to find to look up, but the same thing, has everything in there. All the styrofoam plus the styrofoam lid on both of these. games in there. And yeah, so two boxed NESs and a boxed Game Boy Color I found this week, which is pretty crazy because that stuff doesn't present. Man, it's hard enough to find one boxed NES console, let alone two boxed NES consoles with a Game Boy Color boxed. But again, that's why we do what we do here. If you are a game hunter, anyway. But that's it for this week, guys. I mean, there was kind of a lot, but I did do it kind of quickly. I feel like the videos are kind of dragging along sometimes when I go off on my crazy tangents. But at the same time, that's me just sharing memories or whatever with you guys. But yeah, cool pickups this week. My problem now is I'm running out of places to display things, and I got to figure that out soon. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know I did. I enjoy making these, and I enjoy going through all these games for everybody. If you did, please thumbs up. So hit the subscribe button. Leave a comment. And don't forget, follow me on Twitch, Psycho311. Twitch.tv/Psycho311. And yeah, guys. I'm not going to purposely try hunting for a while. Because it's just been crazy, and I feel like I've pretty much gotten everything that has been around lately. So I might wait a few weeks, but I said that a few weeks ago and still have been finding crazy stuff. So I don't know. There might not be another episode of this for another week or two, but I will be doing other music related stuff and be streaming. So check that out. But I will continue making YouTube videos to keep the content rolling. Then maybe some music videos or other discussion type things or whatever. But yeah, so that's my pickups for this week. And thank you. All the stuff I already mentioned before. And again, thanks for the support, guys. Psycho311 out.